As the Ace family continues to choke on lawsuits, the early auction for their multimillion-dollar mansion has finally taken place following a foreclosure outside City Hall in Pomona, California. Their home was foreclosed after Austin and Catherine McBroom refused to pay off their debts, which had accumulated up to $9 million. The Hollywood Vix closely followed the auction. It appeared that only two potential property buyers had been seen at the auction, but neither of them were willing to buy the mansion, which was up for sale for $9 million. In today's video, we are discussing the legal troubles that the Ace family is facing right now. If you don't know what we are talking about, stay tuned to know the full story. After the quiet auction, the property went back to the beneficiary. There is a lot of information all over the place in terms of this particular story, so we are not 100% sure about the details, but there is a rumor that has been around for some time. The fact is that the Ace family home is near to the danger of foreclosure, which is also a very embarrassing story. Honestly, the Ace family is going through different kinds of legal problems right now. There is a confrontation transpiring with Austin and the Social Gloves, which is the company owned by Austin. We have heard that they had filed for bankruptcy due to the fact that there weren't enough people who bought the tickets to see the fight between YouTube and TikTokers. Catherine's husband, Austin, has also faced litigation. He and one of his companies, Simply Greatest Productions, SGP, are being sued by media company LiveX Live after claiming that their celebrity boxing event went completely wrong. It was held on June 12, where Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms, headline matches between TikTokers like Bryce Hall and Vinnie Hacker and YouTuber Tanner Fox and Austin himself. Investors had expected the boxing show to make a profit of between $200 million and $500 million, but Jeffrey Katz, a senior partner at Watkins and Latosky LLP, the lead attorney representing LiveX Live, claimed that the losses at the event were significant. There was an ongoing legal battle between SGP and LiveX Live, which Austin hired to help produce the event. SGP sued LiveX Live on July 21, accusing the breach of contract and fraud, while accusing the company of spending money that would not be returned in selling sponsorships without informing SGP. On the same day, LiveX Live filed a lawsuit against the McBrooms for $100 million in damages. Katz previously told that McBrooms and SGP sold people a lot of lies with the boxing event. There are also some issues with Catherine's Gateway 1212 skincare product line. The Ace family are in a lot of legal trouble, and now it looks like their house will be taken away because they apparently haven't made the payments yet. All of this is alleged, but there is now more news and different media outlets to report on this particular situation. According to several reports confirmed by real estate records, the Ace family's extravagant Woodland Hills mansion was foreclosed before foreclosure after the couple stopped paying their mortgages in early 2021. In May, the couple's lender notified a notice of default on property that is technically owned by a company called Ace Hat Collection by the California Secretary of State. Catherine, whose real name is Dolores McBroom, is the president of the Ace Hat Collection, while Austin is the vice president of the company. We have now seen these legal documents floating around on Twitter and on social media. Apparently, it was made public through some gossip site forums, and this is how this information was basically leaked. The family was potentially about to lose their home now, which is honestly very sad. However, there's a chance they won't lose their home. McBroom still have the opportunity to discuss a new financial deal with their lender before the property goes into full foreclosure. However, the couple faces a possible auction and eviction from what they have called their forever home. So, let's assume that if they can prove this in some way that they can make payments in the future, they could get them back. It may not go through foreclosure, but the thing is, we don't really understand why these guys have not acquired financial advisors at all. But these financial decisions don't seem very logical to us. So, apparently the couple paid $9 million for the property that we saw floating around the house, which could have been pretty inexpensive. Anyway, they paid several $1,000,000 for this house, and the house is basically two semi-finished buildings. We are quite sure that many of you have followed the Ace family for a long time. Well, you may already know this when they bought their original home right here. Basically, they put two big mansions together and made one big mansion which wasn't even finished. They've had to work in construction for so long, where they literally published videos talking about it, and even after all that they still had a mortgage, which is the problem is they didn't pay the mortgage for their expensive home. They literally combined the two separate houses into one oversized mega mansion, And we are still wondering if they did right by settling for a really nice finished house or not. We are pretty sure you would be fine, as if you bought a house and literally paid for it with the amount of money that you are willing to put in the house. The Ace family wants to be seen as these super mega rich families, and they want to be super flashy while showing all their money. So they decided they would have a mortgage to build 2 villas. Ultimately, in our opinion, it seems like a waste of money because they have been involved in the legal troubles. It has now become a public issue. The shocking thing is that we don't know why they decided to do this, especially since it seemed like they were accepting such risky trade deals. Now, at first Austin and Catherine kept quiet about all this ongoing drama, which made people think there was a chance as they are planning to shut things down right away. It was a little different now, as Austin ended up posting something about his story on Snapchat that said, "Stop calling me and my family name." Austin shot the haters who were targeting the Ace family. Well, this is not something that only haters reported on. This is something that all kinds of different people are talking about. The thing is, the Ace family haven't really dealt with the fact that their home is facing a previous foreclosure. Basically, they said they are not moving and they will not be evicted, which is not something that is happening. It's just a possibility if they don't make the payments. Then they may need to relocate, but it's not necessary for now. But if the situation continues, it is a possibility in terms of the decisions they have made financially in their trade deals. Obviously, what's going on with the social gloves definitely didn't seem like a good move, as they are claiming that the Ace family is also facing a controversy over the battle of last month's platform boxing event in which he wore the social gloves, a new promotional company that turned out to be owned by McBroom. Although it was backed by an advertising blitz, the event was a marketing disaster with only 136,000 people out of 500,000 available with pay-per-view passes. They brought a number of popular celebs to the event, who claimed that they were not paid for their participation, and apparently this is completely legal because Austin also said he can't comment on Twitter, which means a legal battle is going underway. Well, we have already informed you about the complete situation, which is happening with Catherine at Gateway 1212. But according to a Snapchat story, Catherine is reportedly battling with her partners regarding her 1212 Gateway skincare line issues. According to court documents, Catherine is seeking to fully take over the company while forcing her partners to leave. The company is expected to earn $60 million this year. The documents also claim that Catherine has initiated a hostile judicial takeover and changed the passwords of various social media accounts belonging to the brand since its acquisition. The brand has faced multiple customer service issues with all different financial charges. Many fans think that the Ace family is completely ruined, while many others are not surprised. Well, we know a lot of people who have complained about the 1212 Gateway customer service and commented on Instagram and everything related to not receiving the products. This is an extremely crazy story, but it's really sad, and we really hope that Catherine can put her stuff together and figure out how to fix it. Some of the things being reported are that Austin, Catherine, and Austin's brother were seen earlier this week at a basketball game where they were sitting inside the court. We don't know if this was a free event for them, but they've been seen sitting on the court, and we feel that when you're going through this whole financial mess, you shouldn't be sitting on the court like that. Alright, that's it for today. But before we confess our final goodbye, please note new videos are uploaded every other day on a wide variety of amazing topics. Comment on our video to let us know what you want to see next. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.